We here, you're here, everybody's here. Just a few touch-ups. Just a few touch-ups I have to do to make sure that not only are we here, but we're in the clear and that the audio's coming through so you can hear. What's going on, y'all? How you feeling? What up, what up, what up? Lego car lover, what up? T. Carey Wright, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. Hold on, let me get in position to really do this thing the way it's supposed to be done. They be studying all week, but we be momming for fun. Temples D's. Yeah, word. Marissa. Yeah. 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 Hump day. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's do what we haven't done in a while. Let's do it like this. Yeah. my jaws is acting loose. Hold on. Here we go. So if I wasn't worried about these joints falling off, we'd be good. I'm at 86 those. What's going on, y'all? Urban Therapy with Sun 752. And this your daily. It's the Daily Go Getter Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getterism Show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Tonight on the Daily Go Getterism Show, we are talking about, do you love them enough to co-sign a loan for them? They say love is an action word, you gotta show it. Love is an action word, you gotta love. I love. But I need a little help. I need a little help, baby. Need a little help. I need a little help. Need a little help. I need a little. Will you help me? Will you co-sign? Yeah, my credit is a little questionable, but I'm gonna pay you back, yo. You can't believe, and if you don't believe, why we together? See, you said that you LOV me, yo, prove it. You said you LOV me, PROVE. You said you LOVE, yo, PROVE. You said you LOV me, yo, PROVE. Yo, show and prove. Would you do it? Would you do it? Have you done it? Would you do it? Have you done it? Eh? I mean, it's not a small thing, man. Somebody asking you to co-sign asking you to do what? Even my mama never. My daddy and my uncle. I did it one time for my live to regret it. Just got my credit straight. Don't wanna legislate. This is serious. This is serious. Are we serious enough to get into this kind of action? I love you a lot, but I don't know if I'm ready for this transaction. You said we gonna get married one day, but we ain't married yet. Chill out, mom. Hey. Yeah, you went to the dealership, yo, trying to get a crib, start your own business, want to help you live, but goddamn, yo, this shit's kind of negative. Credit score 650. Yo, you trying to get with me. Interest highest. Yo, why is, oh. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's move on this subject. Why not? Why would we not? You know what? Tell you what I didn't do. I think I better do that now. I haven't felt the need to take my allergy medicine in a couple of days. So I think I better get with that. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna be screaming in y'all face for another 2 hours or so, And I better get right. So just bear with the God for a second, son. You know what I mean? You got to bear with the guy, eh? Hold on. I'm just getting right over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my shit together, son. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get my shit together, yo. Hold on. Hold on. I'm here. We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting. So, get my pop my allergy. That'll hold me for a couple of whiles. That'll hold me for a couple of minutes. A little something. A man of hours, maybe a whole day. We'll see how it's going. What up, my peoples, man? Thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate you mucho. We're going to talk about this whole little phenomenon. Like, it might be in love, but you know, a situation like this is really going to test exactly how much in love you are. You know, because you might really be feeling somebody, but you know, just like when you were in school, you could easily say that you know the material. What is the teacher going to do to make sure that you know the material or to prove that you know the material? You're going to get a test, right? Well, this might be a test that you may not want to take. But we're going to see about it, be about it, get involved. These puzzle pieces right now, we going to solve, y'all. So what you know? What's up with the boy? What's up with Lego car lover? Can you start now, please? Yo. Wait, you are a percussionist too? I am a percussionist as well. Nice shirt. Good in you. All right. I'm just making sure. Because that's how he was getting kind of vocal. All right. Though we may not agree on everything, I watch this show every night. That's what's up. Glad to know that. I appreciate that. I mean, we don't have to agree. A lot of times the greatest lessons are learned in disagreement. You know, just because we disagree doesn't mean that we have to be at each other's necks. So I always welcome discourse. It's all good. Dimples D's is all up in the house. What's going on? Since tonight, last ago? LOL, since 2 nights ago, I've been watching. Remember when I was trolling on the first night? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, Dimples D says, okay, wait, Lego says, might as well be a gift. If we call it a loan, it can ruin relationships. Well, if you're co-signing a loan, there's no other way that you can just call it a gift. Because if they default on that loan, if they don't pay the loan, whoever has the strongest credit profile is the one that they contact. So they're not going to let somebody co-sign a loan for you who has worse credit than you. It doesn't work that way. You understand what I'm saying? So it's definitely not a gift, because if they default on that loan, if they're not trustworthy, if they're not responsible enough to keep up with that loan, or if they already had bad credit and, you know, they fell on even harder times, because not everybody is a good money manager. Some people make more money by mistake than other people make on purpose, but they don't get a chance to keep the money because they're always putting the money out, whether they're spending it frivolously or whether they are helping out family members and friends, blowing the money, tricking, shopping, gambling. You know, things happen to money. Dimples D says it's essential to approach the decision with caution and truly understand the risks involved. It's crucial to choose a cosigner you trust and ensure open communication to minimize potential difficulties. I guess that's difficulty. Lego car lover says they might never pay you back, and that would probably ruin a relationship. But if you give it to them as a gift, the relationship will get better. No, I don't think you understand what it means to co-sign a loan. Co-sign a loan. That means like that person is not giving you any money. Like if I co-sign a loan for somebody, that means like they went to the car dealership and they didn't have sufficient credit to get the car that they wanted. So I'm going to sign as a co-signer on the loan, each document. So I am insuring the loan. So if she or he, let's say in the case of you're co-signing for a male, like your brother or something like that, maybe even your parents, the loan is given to them, but you are securing the bank, you are reassuring the bank that you will pay the loan in the event that they default on the loan. So you're not actually paying any money for them, but you are, or paying any money to them, but you are taking on the responsibility of making sure that the loan gets paid in the event that they don't pay. So before they, like in the case of a car loan, if they don't pay the loan, you are the one that's going to stop the tow truck from coming and repossessing the car. Not only that, but if they do default on the loan, they've defaulted on your loan too. So you're responsible for that. So it's not like you're just backing up the loan like, yo, I'll take care of it. You are obligated to pay the loan as they are. So whether it's a car loan, a personal loan, a home equity loan, I don't think you can get a co-signer for a home equity loan because the home itself is normally the co-signer, because they can take your house if you don't pay the loan back or they put a lien on it. But that's what co-signing a loan is. So I just want to make sure that we understand what we're talking about when we use the word co-sign, because this is a serious like you didn't take out a loan, but you secured the loan for somebody else. So you essentially took out the loan, and that's going to have an impact on your credit also. So let's say your credit score was hovering around 750. Good credit score, very good credit score. So when you co-sign for a loan, your credit score might actually dip because you took out a loan. And it's definitely going to decrease if they default on a loan, because now both of you have defaulted on a loan. So even if you pay back the loan, like if they default on a loan, they stop making payments, and then they contact you to pay the loan, and you start paying it, it's still going to have a negative impact on your credit report, because it's going to show that you had late payments. Yeah, it's going to show. Going to show. Matt Diaz says, your credit score is 789. But hey, well, how about that? Huh? Yo, don't make. Okay, we see you. Yes, good credit. It's a necessary thing. Beautiful. My man Seika Sala is all up in the house. What's going on? Okay. Seika Sala says, I only co-signed a loan when my boy gave me cash because his credit was bad. If not, I would not have done it. So how did that work? You co-signed the loan. So didn't you co-sign to the bank? So what? How would him giving you cash have worked? How did that work? Lego car lover says, I am 13 and I have a 512. Oh God, here y'all go with that. What do you mean you're 13? Why y'all be coming on here lying? And why can't y'all ever say like I'm 17, like just barely legal or something like that? Y'all always saying y'all 13 years old. Like, what the fuck? If you was 13 years old, you don't even know nothing about no credit score. What are you talking about? So I'm 13 and I have a 529 plan for college, a maxed out Roth IRA, and a year and a 36,000 in the market currently. And you're 13, huh? Yo, there's a bridge in New York and it connects Brooklyn to Queens. It's called the Brooklyn Bridge. Listen, I own the rights to it. And listen, man, you know, like, yo, it has a toll booth on it and everything. But look, man, you give me 5,000 and I'll sign it over to you. Brooklyn Bridge, you know, get it while it's hot. A lot of people don't even know I own the rights to it. A lot of people don't even know I own the rights to it, but I got it for you. So, you know, I know you good for it because you have all of these financial things in place. So that's what's up. Yeah. You know what I mean? First come, first serve. I'll sell anybody the Brooklyn Bridge. 5 stacks. That's it. 5 stacks. You walk away with the Brooklyn Bridge. All right. Okay, Seka Sala says he paid me the interest on top of the loan. Okay. Steve says, for real. Lego car lover says, thanks for clearing that up, my bro. All right, cool. Maritza Allberg says, my mom asked my son to co-sign for a car of $12,000 last year for her. He immediately declined. I would have been, it would have been suicide for him. I'm almost scared to ask why that would have been suicide. Yo, real shit. You know, I'm not even going to ask. I'm not even going to ask. Oh, Jay Mills. Are you a rapper? There's a rapper named Jay Mills. I know you're not him. Talking that dumb shit. All right, we got dickheads. We got to, all right, he hasn't proven himself to be a full dickhead yet. Not yet. Not yet. All right, so this is what the guan. This is what the guan do. This is what the guan do. Let me get ready. Let me get ready just in case it is a dickhead. Make sure I got my ammo. Make sure I got my ammo. Yeah.
You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting.
All right, cool. All right. Matt Diaz says, today is my birthday. That's what's up. Happy birthday to you. Good shit. J Mill says, it's like you saying you're going to sell me some hair on your head. Well, around the sides, I really do have hair on my head. And it grows long. But, I mean, it's on my head. So, you give me about 4 days, and I'll give you some length. About that much. Give me a couple of weeks, probably get that much. Give me a couple of months, you're going to get an afro with a dome in the. It just won't grow in here. It'll grow all around here, probably all the way up into here, but it just won't grow in here. That's over. It's over for me, baby. It's over. But yeah, co-signing alone. Do you love them? Do you love them? But do you love them enough to co-sign a loan for them It's not a small decision to make. It's actually a major decision. And a lot of people get caught up in this. This ain't small change. Small change, co-signing a loan. That's a legal document, a legally binding document that you will. Now on the positive side, if they pay off the loan without any problems, any late late payments or anything like that, that can impact your credit report positively. But just to make sure, let's see about this. Let's give Google a try, or maybe Gemini. All right, hold on. Let me see. How does co-signing a loan for someone impact your credit score? Okay. It says co-signing a loan can negatively impact your credit score if the main borrower makes late or missed payments, defaults on the loan, or if your credit utilization ratio increases. While co-signing itself doesn't directly affect your score, the primary borrower's actions on the loan do. All right, so just because you co-sign, it's not going to impact your score at all. But soon as they, how they report every month that payments are made. So if they make late payments or if they miss payments, then that starts to mess with your credit score. And what they mean by your ratio, your utilization ratio. So if they start messing up on the loan, so how much the loan costs or how much the loan amount is going to affect your ratio, because let's say your total debt that you have is, let's say, $35,000, and you're only using a small percentage of your debt ratio. So maybe you only owe $2,000 and you have $35,000 worth of credit. So, that's going to be good for your credit score. But when the person that you co-sign for defaults on the loan or makes late payments or whatever, now they're going to be looking at that loan like it's your loan. So let's say their loan was for $20,000 because it was a car loan. Now you're using $20,000 to your $35,000. So now you are at a high debt ratio, and your percentage is your debt percentage is way higher than it was when it was only 2,000. So yeah, that's why I wouldn't suggest that anybody do this unless they really can trust the person that they're doing it for. The thing is, we're talking about love, and love makes people do some strange things, especially when it's romantic love. But not only when it's romantic love, many parents have co-signed loans for their children and bit the bullet for it. Bit them right in the ass. Bit them right in the ass. I don't really see a difference. Well, for all intents and purposes, I don't see a difference between co-signing for a loan and putting your name on a lease for an apartment. If you put your name on a lease instead of the person who's living in the place, their name on a lease, then if the rent doesn't get paid, like let's say you rented an apartment for somebody, so they didn't have credit good enough to be able to secure the apartment or whatever, and you did, so you signed the lease and they were responsible for making the payments. So what happens when they stop making the payments? Now they come in to look for you. That impacts your credit report negatively, and that person gets evicted. But guess what? The eviction is in your name. So now you have a judgment in your name on your credit report. And it's a judgment, which means you got to pay it back. So one day when you come into some money or whatever, and they got a lien on, they got a judgment against you, so you can't collect out all that money until you pay them back. Yeah, ask me how I know about that. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, it also says that it can positively impact your credit, but this is less common. It actually says that, less common. On-time payments. If the borrower consistently makes payments on time, this positive payment history can contribute to your credit score. Improved credit mix. Co-signing a loan, especially a different type of loan like a student loan or auto loan than you already have, could potentially improve your credit mix, which can be a small factor in your overall credit score. It's a chance. You're taking a chance. But do you love your baby girl enough to sign the loan? Yeah, you say she's your girl, but do your own. She gonna say, well, ain't you my boo? This is something that men and women would try to do for each other if they believe in one another. Yo, come on and sign this loan for me, my brother. You're more than my brother. You are really all my lover. Yo, do you love me enough? Go sign it. It's tough. Don't have to think about it a lot. You know what good job I got, and I'ma make sure I hit the spot. Joe B says, hey, buddy, are you drunk or high right now? I wish I was, but I'm not. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't get high. This is a clean body, baby. Real clean. But I do drink this. This is the good stuff. This is called Cosign. This is the nature of the gods. This is the drink of the gods. Look, 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 look. That's what's up. Okay. Dar out Arkham. Clean except the sausage. Sausage. Yes. Clean except the sausage. That's you. Sausage for you. The fuck out of here. Listen, y'all have come to the right place. Y'all want to troll? Y'all want to talk shit? The fuck out of here. We don't play these games. I clap back and I clap harder. No, I clap back and I hit harder. Y'all can't fuck with me. I got the camera. I got the microphone. I got the lights. I got everything. You ain't got nothing but a stupid looking picture on your shit. So fuck out of here. So look, we're going to get this shit. We're going to get this shit established right now. We're going to get this shit established right now. All of y'all little soft ass bitch boys, you've come to the right place. Now oh damn, I didn't pin the number. Hold on. We're going to get to that. Y'all can call into this show. I just pinned the number. It's right up there. 267-874-1949. You can call into this show and make your voice heard. You do not have to stay in the chat like a little punk ass troll, acting like a little scared ass, no pussy getting ass little boy. You know what I'm saying? Call the number. Call the number. Okay, take us out. I got you. I got you, homie. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I got a few comments that I need to read. Hold on. Marissa says, OJ Mills said, you look like the old version of LL Cool J. LL Cool J is 2 years older than me, you dumbass. All right, but no, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right, Marissa Allberg says, I co-signed for her once Once upon a time, blew up my 3,000 credit card, $3,000 credit card within 3 months and didn't even apologize for it. We all know her credit history. It's a wrap, man. Oh, so I understand the red flags associated with that. Seika Sala says back in the day when you got a student loan cosigner, it didn't impact the cosigner credit score. Okay. And he also says, I know people that owe 50,000 plus and hasn't paid it off in 15 to 20 years. Yeah. Student loans, hell yeah. Marissa says it's too much of a huge risk. I understand. Seika says co-signing for a loan is usually sketchy for a house, apartment, condo lease, and car lease. Co-sign a loan, period. Co-sign a loan, period. All right. So you sound like a punk New Yorker? Well, how the fuck you sound? Call the number so we can see how you sound. Huh? See how you sound. Okay. All right. Yo, do me a favor. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go-Getterism Show. I'm your host, Son752. We are talking about, but do you love them enough to co-sign a loan? Do you love them enough to co-sign a loan? All right. So somebody wants to try.
You have a call from.
Yeah, he's quick not to say his name. All right, caller with the last number 6162. Welcome to the Daily Go-Getterism Show. What's on your mind this evening? What's good?
What's good?
Oh, you a bitch. I mean, damn, out the gate. So you don't have nothing? You don't have nothing? You just wanted to see if the number worked? Like, wow, damn, it's a phone number. It really works. Fuck these bitch ass niggas. I don't understand y'all, son. Yo, you should be getting some head somewhere right now.
Yes, you.
Okay. I got you, sir. I got you. It's all good. Let me see. All right, go ahead. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. That's what's up. All right, let's go. Trolls in the house. Yeah, I mean, motherfuckers don't have nothing to do. They chilling there with the lotion, just chilling on the toilet seat on the edge of their bed. They little single bed pushed up against the wall. They sitting on the edge of that motherfucker with the lotion. They just, oh wow. Look, a show is on late night. They're actually talking about something. I think I'm gonna call in. Like, wow, this is great. This is that's how I picture the life of a troll. That's how I picture the life of a troll. Oh shit. Oh man. Wouldn't that be you, Dar Arkham? That's you. Yeah. They don't look familiar to you? That's you. That's you, kid. That's you. Oh, Lego car lover, it was you calling in? Well, I bet you won't call in again. I can guarantee you that. Sicker Sala says dudes be eating Pop-Tarts in their dirty drawers, living in their grandma's basement. They ain't even living in their grandma's basement, man. They 25 years old living at the crib. Like what? Like what? Get a job where? I used to work at I worked at at GameStop. They closed down the GameStop. What am I gonna do now? What am I going to do now? I mean, they won't hire me at Five Below. They heard I was stealing from GameStop. They blackballed me. All right, anyway, co-signing a loan. You know, when you are in love with somebody, when you're really feeling somebody, or you just really hold somebody in high esteem, high regard, whatever, you can make mistakes like co-signing a loan for them. Now, I'm not going to say that every co-sign. Every co-signing of a loan is a mistake, because if you know that a person is really about their business, then, you know, it might be a chance that you would be willing to take. It might be a chance that you are willing to take. Like, for example, like, let's say somebody's credit is messed up because they went through a divorce, and it wasn't their credit history that was messed up. It was their spouse's credit history. But you know, when you're married, you know, they don't separate the two. Like, the two of y'all are in it together. Everything is 50-50, split down the middle. So if they messed up, then y'all are messed up. One person can't mess up a marriage financial. Well, one person, and let me get it right. One person can mess up the finances of a family, but in the eyes of the law, it's two people messed up. So one person in the marriage may have been a responsible financial person in the relationship or whatever. They handle their business, but the person that they were married to didn't. So that it could have gone through something that negatively affected their credit and made it hard for them to be able to get back on their feet. And maybe they needed a loan in order to get back on their feet. Maybe they were trying to secure a business loan, and so they needed you to co-sign for that. Now, if you know that this person is really about their paper and they really do pay their bills on time and they do the right things, then maybe you would take that chance with them or on them. Maybe, but it's still something that I think that two people should really talk about. And I don't think it would be a bad idea to not only use the loan that you sign as a legally binding document that will prove, well, the same way that proves that you will take responsibility for the payments. I don't think it's a bad idea to have them sign a separate affidavit. Like, I will absolutely pay this loan, you know, so it'll show that you weren't just gifting them a consignment, a consignment, a cosign. You weren't gifting them, you know, co-signing the loan. Like, you were actually, you know, trying to help them out, but doing it in a responsible and legal way. No, Lego, you're not calling shit. No, it's over for you. If that was you who called before, you're not calling again. So anyway, I know, man. TK, right? What's up with these niggas, son? For real. What's wrong with you? All right, Lego car lover, go ahead, call in. Go ahead, call in. Go ahead, call in. Go ahead. I should hear the phone ringing now. Go ahead, call it. Oh, that wasn't you before? But you said you had been calling. So go ahead and call. Call. Okay. Why isn't the phone ringing yet? Why isn't the phone ringing yet? Okay, so yeah, this is not a small responsibility. It's a big thing. So the same way that you may trust them to handle their business, trust yourself and handle your business on your own. Make sure that you do what's necessary in order to make sure that you have some type of security to protect your financial interests. It keeps hanging up, then it was you before. Oh my gosh. So I don't know what happened. The stream just cut out. Well, I do know what happened. My Wi-Fi reset out of nowhere. And yeah. Yeah. But we back, right? We good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Why am I frozen here? Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. We good? All right. Sorry about that, y'all. But we back. I hope y'all still here. You know what I mean? We was going for what? How long was that? 5-10 minutes? I don't know. All right. But we are back. Hopefully we can get through the rest of the stream without incident, without no craziness. All right. We still here though. We good? We good? Everybody good? Who's still here? Who's still here? Who's still here? We good? We good? We good? Everybody all right? Can y'all hear me? Audio straight? Huh? All right. All right. We good? We good? We good? Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels is good. We good, y'all? You know what I mean? Y'all not talking to me? Or y'all can't hear me? Which one is it? Can't hear me or not talking? I can find out if the audio is okay. Let me see. Since nobody's verifying right now. Let me see. See where we stand. See where we stand. All right. All right. All right. Okay, we good. All right. Okay, we good. All right. Let me get that out of here. Okay, we good. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. We good. All right, we good. Long as I know y'all hear me. Long as I know y'all hear me. Y'all might, wait a minute. Okay. You know what I might have to do? I might have to restart the chat. Okay, let me restart the stream. Because the chat might have disconnected. Okay, I couldn't see y'all answers. So I still had the old chat up, so I had to refresh the page. Thank y'all for answering. I didn't know. I didn't know.
You have a call from.
Go ahead, man.
If this nigga ride my hair,
Right. Oh, how can I forget? Right. Let me y'all see, I knew what it was, right? I knew what that was hitting for. All right, so let's let me okay. Good. All right. So yeah, co-signing alone, like we was talking about before, that's not a small thing. It's not a small thing. So I don't have the chat on my camera. So y'all know I usually use my monitors anyway. So y'all see me looking this way. That's the reason. I have absolutely no reason to look over it on this side anymore because I can't. I can't. I have absolutely no chat on my camera on the phone that I'm using. Where's my trying to get my bearings together? Trying to get my bearings together. All right. Wisdom, what's good? Says good morning, son. People needs to refresh the screen to get the change. I can hear and see, but it's not you. But people, but it is not you. But people need to refresh. Definitely. All right, so. Okay, thank you, Dimples D's. All right, cool. Maritza Allberg. All right, so we still here. Yeah, man, my internet just refreshed out of nowhere. I don't know what happened with that. You know what I mean? It's like one of the casualties of the game, I guess you could say. One of the casualties of the game. Sometimes we just have to deal with some of the technology that's going on. Maybe Elon Musk shut my shit down. I don't know why he would. I don't know why he would do that. So it's all good. But yeah, co-signing a loan for somebody, yeah, that's not a small thing to do for somebody. That's a big favor to do. So just like I said, even if you trust the person or whatever, I would suggest that you make sure that you take out some precautionary measures to make sure that you secure some type of guarantee that person will act in good faith and pay off the loan that you co-signed for. Because the co-signer of the loan is really the person that made it possible for the loan to be given in the first place. If the person who is actually buying the product or getting the money, if they were worthy, I don't want to say worthy as in like it's a social issue, but if they had the credentials to be able to secure a loan, they wouldn't have needed you to co-sign it. So bear that in mind, that like that person needs you because they can't do it on their own, or maybe either they can't do it on their own or their interest rate would be so high, it wouldn't even be worth them getting a loan. Like if you're gonna wind up paying double for whatever the loan amount was in 5 years or even 10 years, then what's the point? What's the point? Oh, Dissonance says EBT, Section 8, EBT, monkey. Oh, we don't like words like monkey. We don't like monkey. Oh. So you're not gonna fit in well around here because you are a what's the word I'm looking for? Let me see. Dickhead. You are a dickhead. Yes.
Damn, man, why always gotta put up with these dickheads? The fuck? Every time. Here we go again. Here we go the fuck again.
Yes.
There go another cornball in the chat fronting again. There go another cornball in the chat fronting again.
As a matter of fact, hold on.
There go another cornball in the chat. The cornball in the chat. They go another cornball in the chat, another cornball in the cornball in the chat, cornball in it, another cornball in it, another cornball in the chat front, the cornball and go another cornball in the chat front and again, go another cornball in the chat front and again, cornball in the chat front, the cornball in the cornball in another cornball in it, another cornball in the. Damn man, why always gotta put up with these dickheads? Oh, these dickheads. Oh, damn man, why always gotta put up with these dickheads? Oh, with these dickheads. Dickheads. Always gotta put up with these dickheads. Dickheads. Oh, dickheads. 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 Oh, fuck it. Dickheads. Oh, dickheads. 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 Oh, fuck, he's gotta put up with these dickheads. Oh, fuck. Every time. Every time. Yeah, man, why always gotta put up with these dickheads? Gotta put up with these dickheads. Why always gotta put up with these dickheads? Damn, man, why always gotta put up with these dickheads?
Yes. Yes. And that will be you, sir. That will be you. Wilson Wrestler says, I challenge you to a wrestling match. Fine. Name the place, the time, and the place. But it will only be an arm wrestle because I'm not wrestling with a stranger. I'm not going to let a stranger put his arms and legs on me. I don't know your intentions, and I don't cape for the LGBTQ plus community. So any suspicions that I have that you may rock that way. So no, there won't be any wrestling like that, but I will challenge you to an arm wrestling match. Now, if you think that you could beat these guns, do you think that you could possibly rock out with that? I mean, anything is possible, but I think that's highly doubtable. So it's all good. Bill Desmet, what's good? What's good? All right. Byron Whitehead, what's good? How you feeling? All right. So we good? We good. Everything is good. Co-signing alone. I've actually done this before. I co-signed a loan years and years and years ago when I didn't really understand. What I'm not fucking with these cats. No, I'm not. You're not getting in. Nah, fuck all y'all. Y'all trolling. I don't think I'm going to answer any foreign numbers tonight. You know what I mean? No. Any numbers I don't recognize, y'all not speaking tonight. No phone time for you. Yeah, Maritza, I don't think that they want to arm wrestle with that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a small guy. Like, you see, like, my hand barely reaches, like, y'all reach over and touch your biceps. And unless you're fat, you probably can easily cover. Like, you see how much tricep I have left? Shit, I even got bicep left. Now you try it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Well, no wrestling. No amateur college wrestling. No WWE. No nothing. No nothing. You get nothing. Nothing. Lego, you keep asking, you about to be up out of here. Stop fucking asking me. Stop. And that's the last time I'm going to tell you. You got to trust me on this one. It's the last time I'm going to tell you. Like, it's the last time. That's it. That's it. That's the absolute last time. Like, you have reached the limit. It's over. So yeah, co-signing loan. I think the year was 2004. Yeah, it was 2004. Okay. All right. Go ahead, rock out.
Hello?
Uh-huh.
Hi. You little same ass, nigger ass, monkey ass boy. They're around my hair and trying to eat me. That shit good.
The thing is, nobody can hear you. The thing is, go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna just let him stay on the line. He's good. He's good. I swear, man. I mean, I understand why some people get on some racist shit. So evidently, cats who live in New York are on some bullshit. 646 numbers, that's New York. 347 numbers, that's New York. I don't know. Wait a minute. Okay. All right, cool. All right. Okay. So what do you mean? What is this? Just rock with it. Just rock with it. We are talking about, do you love somebody enough to co-sign a loan for them? Do you love somebody enough to co-sign a loan for them? What do you do with your channel? I just told you. So Sikasala says, oh man. Yeah. So my girl back in 2004, she needed me to co-sign a car loan for her because she was getting a new car. So you know what? I was never really straight on why her credit was messed up, because she made really good money. And I'm trying to think, did she pay her bills? Did she? Anyway, she needed me to co-sign a loan. I didn't really give a fuck because I trusted her. I trusted her enough to pay the loan. I mean, look, she couldn't really go nowhere. I knew where she lived and all of that kind of stuff. I knew her whole family. So I wasn't really worried about her, dipping off and not paying the loan. Plus, me being who I was, man, you fuck up on the loan, I'm coming to get the car. Like, now I have a new car. Look at God. So I hope the down payment that you put down on it, I hope it was minimal, because that's going towards my shit. I think it was a Ford Explorer or something like that. I believe it was Explorer. So anyway, what wound up happening was she didn't need me to co-sign. I had already co-signed. I signed on the dotted line, like, go ahead, do your thing. But her brother-in-law worked at the dealership, and he was the one who told her to come down. So he hooked it up so she didn't need a co-signer. They gave her a really, really good deal, and he wound up quitting right after that. That was kind of weird. It was kind of weird. He had just started working there, but he was like, "Yo, you're not gonna be jerking my people and all that." He got real personal about it. So that was that. So it worked out. So let's see, FOT fo?
You have a call from
Personal body. Well, that was that.
I can hear my voice in the background.
You remember I had Chinese meter one boy? You know, face the reject guy.
Oh God, this motherfucker. So he just calling from different numbers. How do you get all these numbers? How do you do that shit? How do you do that? All right. So I've learned my lesson. No new numbers whatsoever. No foreign numbers, I should say. If I don't know the number, fuck them motherfuckers. Yeah, people can call in, you know what I mean? Now, it's not always like this. But see, I guess this is one of those platforms that actually lets you call in because it's a totally interactive show and there is no censorship. So people are taking unfair advantage of the opportunity to just, I don't know. Are they like college boys? You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do. Like, I'm finished my freshman year and we're just sitting around smoking weed and jerking off, circle jerking and smoking weed. We're in a cipher. We're smoking in a cipher and circle jerking. And look, we can call into somebody and be disruptive. Isn't it the coolest? Isn't it the coolest? Marissa Alberg says, damn, son, she got you real good. Nah. She didn't need me to co-sign the loan. So there was nothing. No, it was a good situation. Everything worked out. I had co-signed the loan, but then they ripped up that contract and did a whole different one. She got a real good deal. And I'm sure she paid off the truck. That was all the way back in 2004. And there was a lot of other stuff going on at the time, but none of that is newsworthy today. But that's what happened. The symbol in the back is a sun. Get out of the way so you can see it. It's a sun. Because my name is Sun752. That's the channel, right? All right. So co-signing now you look at the poll question. Look at the poll question. Let's go to the poll question. Would you or have you ever co-signed a loan for someone you are not married to? All right. Now, Marissa Alberg, you co-signed, I co-signed, but it wasn't really like a co-sign, but the willingness and the fact that I actually did co-sign, even though they didn't need a co-signer later, it doesn't take away from the fact that I was ready and willing to do it. So, okay. Would you or have you ever co-signed a loan for someone you are not married to? Now, the reason that I put the question in that form is because some people believe that you should only co-sign a loan for somebody you are married to. But there have been plenty of instances where people have co-signed loans for people that they weren't married to. They may not have even been romantically involved. Like in the case of a parent co-signing a loan for a child, for their children, for their son or their daughter. It happens. And plenty of children have co-signed loans for their parents. If you know that a person is good for the money and they're responsible, I'm not so sure that I'm against it. But you would be real foolish to just go ahead, dive head first into an unsecured loan just because somebody gave you some head. Now, it might have been bomb head. So I would suggest that you just give them whatever money that they require for the bomb head and get out of Dodge. Don't sign a loan just because somebody made you. Don't sign a loan because she gave you a bone. Don't sign a loan because she gave you a boner. Don't do that. No, it's not a Bloody Mary. I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke weed. I don't sniff coke. I don't shoot heroin. I don't pop pills. I don't even sniff ammonia. Not ammonia. Is that the shit that gets people high? Sniffing ammonia or glue or bleach or some shit. I don't do that shit, man. I'm drug free. Drug free, alcohol free. I took my last drink December 8th, 2012. This is what I call colon ream. The reason that it's red is because it has beets in it. Collard greens are in here. Mad garlic is in here. Yeah. We got celery in here, tomato, radish. As a matter of fact, we have regular radish and daikon radish. And also cucumber and a little bit of broccoli. And there are also some herbs in here that we have: chlorella, echinacea, turmeric. I believe that's it. Cup of fiber. Exactly. Simon says, what's good? He says V8 vegetable juice. It's healthier than that. Plus V8 was kind of, I remember drinking V8 and I remember it being kind of salty. Had a lot of sodium in it. So yeah. So yeah, I mean, you know, men with co-signing a loan for somebody, this is a real bad time, a real bad area to let your dick run your life. You may have let your dick run your life plenty of times in other areas. I would not suggest that you let your dick run your life when it comes to co-signing a loan for somebody. Because if the woman that you're co-signing a loan for knows that you let your dick run your life, then why should she pay for your dick? Like, I'm not paying for this dick. He gave me the money. Like, how did he give you the money when he co-signed the loan? Yeah, well, he said he was going to pay for the loan. That's not what he said. Prove that he didn't say it. All it says is that he co-signed the loan. You don't know the conversations that took place leading up to that. He wanted to do that for me. He said he love you. How Sexy Ray do it? You know, I love you. I signed a loan for you. You're my everything. You know I love you. I signed a loan for you. You're my everything. You're my real king. Oh man, if y'all really want to try this, because there was a time I said I was going to sell it, but the thing is, the reason I've never sold this shit is because I would actually have to start measuring the ingredients, and yeah, I'll make it for you, but I don't know. It's not that I don't want the money, because it's worth money, but it actually takes a while to do this shit. So if I started mass producing it, I would have to employ some help. But maybe one day. Un día. You said, I love you. I said, I love you. You are my everything. Oh, man. Don't sign a loan because she gave you a bone. I said, don't sign a loan because I said, don't sign a loan because she gave you a bone. Yo, I'm trying to tell. I said, don't sign a loan because she gave you a bone. There's more things that you can do for your sins. Atone, baby. It's going to get crazy when you sign on the dotted line with all of the money that you can find. If you got enough dough, maybe you should just tell us so. Yeah, here's a couple of thousand, ho. If you got it like that, and I know that some do, so maybe it's a better thing to do for your boo. I know that if you come through talking about a legal document, I'm out of here like I'm heaven sent. And I'm up in the clouds when I'm chilling, I'm loud. Yo, I'm trying to get this money and stand proud. I know my man CJ Stroud, but we ain't talking football. Yo, it's a bad look, y'all. Look, you got taken for every cent, and plus your credit is fucked up. Yeah, and you meant to just do the right thing, King. Yo, you swing like a vine. Yo, it's the zip line. I'm on some other type time. I'm trying to give you a little bit of reason that's coming along with the rhyme. I've seen a lot of things come and go just like the money and the bread, and you have nothing left to show. This is my show, and I'm going to make sure that I, give you a little game. This the same, and I don't want to see your mane. Yo, keep all of your limbs in a pair of boots. Yeah, the tree with the Timbs. Understand, yo, we got a lot of things that we gotta go forward, but I know I sure would make sure that I had an old head to school me, so I'm 54 years old. Yo, listen to me, cause I made a lot of mistakes and hung with snakes and got bitten with the venom, and I ain't really in them no more. So it's out of here for sure. So I'ma make sure that what I do from now on is a cure. Yo, it's no more sickness. I'm out with the quickness, so I ain't trying to hear that bullshit you're talking. What is this? Yo, the last time that I got jerked, I felt like I was butt naked out here, no socks, no shirt. But I made sure that I got dressed because it was only a dream. Sometimes I feel like I'm out here on an island. It seems that nobody wants to rescue me. And I'm trying to make sure that I do best for you and me. He who fronts on this would get fried like fish, and I make sure that I ain't trying to be on your plate like a dish that you consider your favorite. I see you eating, but this is kind of fate. I don't want to see you meeting. I'm treating the girl, but I ain't loaning shit. I'm making sure that I'm gonna be on my tip and start owning. Okay. All right. Okay. Secure and alone. You ain't got to secure a loan to kick it. You ain't got to secure a loan for you to kick it. You gotta do all that, son. You ain't gotta do all that, son. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta do all that, son. You know what I mean? TK Ray says, I've been here, in and out. You know what I mean? That sounds like groggy talk. That sounds like groggy talk. Bill Desmond says, Death Row gonna sign you up. I go to Bad Boy before I go to Death Row. Fuck it. I go to Bad Boy Records before I sign with Death Row. I'm cool. I'm all right, though. No gracias. No gracias. I'm straight. Everything I ate. Everything I ate. I take my chances when it's all about the Benjamins before I fuck with gin and juice. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. That Suge Knight. At least on Bad Boys, somebody got paid. You had a Biggie, you had a Mace, you had a Faith Evans. Somebody got paid. On Death Row, who got paid? Did anybody get paid? Not from no record sales, they didn't. According to Snoop, when he left Death Row, he went to No Limit Records with Master P. He said Master P gave him more money than he had ever seen in Death Row for one album. He said he didn't even know. Like, he had enough money to buy a house and all of that shit. Snoop Dogg sold 5 million records over his first album, Doggy Style. He ain't see no money from that shit. He ain't see no money from that shit. Let me see. Let me Google that shit. Let me Google that shit, you know what I mean? How much did Snoop Doggy Dogg make on Death Row Records? It's difficult to pinpoint the exact amount Snoop Dogg made on Death Row Records due to various factors, including the complexities of record deals and the label's subsequent financial troubles. However, it's widely known that his success during his time with the label significantly impacted his overall net worth. Okay, estimated net worth. Snoop Dogg's estimated net worth is around 160 million, which likely includes earnings from his time on Death Row as well as other ventures. Well, let me see. Wait a minute. And now Snoop owns Death Row Records? Man. Let me see, because I saw an interview with Snoop and he was talking about when he went over to Death Row. I mean, when he went over to No Limit Records. Okay. What did Master P do for Snoop Dogg? Okay. Master P signed Snoop Dogg to his record label, No Limit Records, and essentially brought him to the next level of his career. This move was significant because it freed Snoop from his former label, Death Row Records. Master P also provided Snoop with financial stability and a sense of ownership. Here's a more detailed look at Master P's influence on Snoop Dogg's career. Okay. Master P bought Snoop Dogg out of his contract and with Suge Knight's Death Row Records, effectively signing him to his own label, No Limit Record. Financial support. Master P gave Snoop Dogg financial resources, including money for a house in New Orleans and two Suburbans, all registered in Snoop's name, according to a post on Reddit. Yeah. Let me see. I don't have time to look up what Snoop said, but he didn't make no money with Death Row Records. He made them a ton of money. A ton. But yeah, he ain't take home nothing. Bill Desmond says Vanilla Ice didn't shake the boy upside down over the balcony. Make him sign. Juice Clary says Sloop Dogg only at 160 million. Man, that info is BS. Is it? Is it? I mean, 160 million is pretty decent for a straight pothead. It is. 160 million ain't bad for a straight pothead. I guess since we dealing with rappers that are becoming billionaires and all of that, all of a sudden 160 million don't seem like a lot of money. For rappers, just being 8 figures used to be a world of cash. Now we thumb our nose up at 160 million. Well, damn. I think I could do something with it. 160, like not 60 million. Not that I would have a problem with that either. Shit, 6 million right now, I'll be straight. But if you only got 600,000, all right. But yeah, 160 million ain't no small. It's not no small change. Shit, when was the last time Snoop made a record? So his net worth has made him a ton of money. Snoop is one funny looking motherfucker, boy. All that thick mustache shit. He is definitely Uncle Snoop. He ain't even that old, but he is absolutely Uncle Snoop. That motherfucker. Tall, skinny. He's a crazy looking motherfucker. They got the nerve to have a character, Snoop Dogg on Call of Duty. I hate it when motherfuckers be killing me with their Snoop Dogg. I'm like, they gave this dude a character on Call of Duty. It ain't right, man. It just ain't right. It just ain't right. But you can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock, baby. All right, we good. All right. Okay. I never even did. I gotta stop this ADD shit. All right. Would you or have you ever co-signed a loan for someone you are not married to? All right, 52%. 52% says no, not for my spouse either. I ain't co-signing shit. Damn, you wouldn't co-sign for your spouse? Damn. 15% says yes. I know they were good for it. Okay. 19% says did it and live to regret it. Ooh. 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 Okay, all right. And 15% said, if I was getting married, I would. In other words, so all right, so that's my fiance. That's my fiance. She pretty as Beyonce. All right. So, all right, we get married anyway. Yes, I'll co-sign a loan for you, sweetie. I'll do it. I'll do it. Bill Desmond says, if I had millions, I'd get you a recording studio. Well, I'm close to that now. So you see, I got my what do you call it? My soundproof on both sides and in the back. Can y'all see? Can't see it. Can't see it because of the lights. The lights are prevent you from seeing it. But yeah, I'm almost there. I'm building my studio. I'm building it. Where was I? Ooh, 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 Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. We're going to get to the bag. We're going to get to the bag, baby. But I appreciate you saying that, Bill. I appreciate you, contemplating making millions and being willing to make a contribution. Yeah. Juice says 6,000 would do me something. This shit, listen, it beats a blank, right? It beats a blank. I ain't mad at it at all. I'm not mad at it even a little itty bitty 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 bitty. Not even a small amount. It's all good. It's all good. Yo, make sure y'all hit the like button, yo. We only got 12 likes. I know that we had that interruption with the internet, the Wi-Fi and all of that, but we back. We back. We good. Sometimes you're listening to the show and you might forget to hit the like button because you just came in, started listening or whatever. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all enjoying yourself. Oakland, I didn't even see you. What up, my man? I Heart Oakland. What's good? How y'all feeling? How you feeling, my dude? How you feeling? Good to see me some you. Without a diggity doubt. Please hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. If you ever subscribe to the channel yet, you don't feel like subscribing to the channel, just hit the like button. Hit the like button. Co-signing alone. I don't know. Would I do it again? Would I? Maybe. Let go. Okay. 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 All right, cool. That's what's up. All right. By the way, is it a long time for a pending debt or purchase? Well, see, that's the thing. Co-signing a loan for somebody, I mean, it's first of all, it's a personal decision. I can't tell you who to trust or who to take a chance with. I can't tell you who to do that with. or whether you should or not. Now, I wouldn't suggest that you do it just for, future financial reasons. Like, you never know. You may not be worried about your credit today. That's not you don't know if you're going to want to buy a house later, or if you're going to want to buy a car, maybe a more expensive car than you had thought about before, or when you're even getting certain jobs. I remember working at a bank when I was younger. Now, I don't know if they do this anymore, but back in the day, if you wanted to work at a bank, they would not hire you if your credit was all messed up, or, they did not only a criminal background check on you, but they also did a financial check, background check on you to make sure that you didn't, I don't know. I don't remember the exact reasoning behind it, but yeah, it was a real thing. It was a real thing. So he says, if someone is in trouble, I'd sooner help out for a purchase. Okay. Oh, you sooner help out than for a purchase. Okay, I can understand that. Yeah, like I said, I can't tell you who you should help or if you should help, but there's nothing wrong with crossing your T's and dotting your I's and making sure that you don't put yourself in a really, really bad financial position. By two dead people are not any better than one. Two people, listen, if you don't know how to swim, don't jump in the water to save somebody who can't swim. I know you don't want them to die, but not knowing how to swim for two people equals two people drowning. And that ain't a good look for anybody. So don't sacrifice. I'm saying all of that to say metaphorically, do not sacrifice your financial good standing in order to help somebody else who doesn't have that and is probably not going to seek it out. That's all I'm saying. Be careful with your money and with your future. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? All right, we straight though. We okay. We are okay. That's interesting. That is the employer thing. All right. But yeah, like I said, two people who can't swim are no better than one. Surely, sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Surely, sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world was good. Oh, God, here we go. Bill Desmond says, I found out I'm 25% black. That explains my bad credit. Yo, black people are not the only ones with bad credit. That is for sure. I mean, if you've never been around white people, like if you're a black person that's never been around regular white people, except maybe at work or some shit like that, you may think that they are all in good financial. What are you fucking kidding me? Shit. One thing that I've learned over the years is that white people and black people both fuck up their credit. They just fuck it up for different reasons. Where like a black person may go out and buy like, I don't know, cars or jewelry or some shit like that. It's not that white people don't love cars. Sure isn't that. So, but they may go into debt trying to fix up a home or furnish a home or something, some shit like that. But regardless of how it gets done, the bottom line is you owed and you didn't pay. So the whole black credit, the whole black people bad credit stereotype really came from predatory lending. That's the funny part about it. It came from predatory lending in times when there was so much segregation and racism that they wouldn't allow black people to buy certain things. Like, imagine having enough money to buy a home in a neighborhood and not being able to buy it because they said that you could not qualify for a loan to buy this house. And you know damn well your credit is good. But let's say it was years ago when you didn't understand. I'm talking about generations ago when you didn't understand how the whole credit score, credit thing worked. So you really believed what you were told about not being able to buy a house in a certain neighborhood because you didn't have the credit. But it wasn't even true. It was just racism that kept you out. And you may have found out about that later on. So yeah, I know a lot of black people that really, really, take care of their credit. I'm one of them. I don't fuck around when it comes to my credit. No more. Once you've been through the credit ringer, if you're willing to go down that rabbit hole again, that's on you. I'm not willing to do it. It took me a while to to climb up out of that hole I dug for myself, and I'm good. Oh, look at this. Juice Clary says, I grew up in Holland in the 80s and 90s when loan was advertised on everything. So many people got screwed for life. You grew up in Holland? Like, you mean the Netherlands, Holland? I've been there. It was great. And I was there in the 90s. Okay, cool. What part of Holland? Was it Amsterdam? Was it Utrecht? Was it Rotterdam? Oh, you grew up in Utrecht. Utrecht. I went there a couple of times. Indy Manny says, hey, buff man. Predatory lending was forgiven by the government, I thought. Yeah, but the stereotype never died. You understand what I mean? So the stereotype of having bad credit when you didn't have bad credit became a stereotype. And they just ran with it, So it's one of those things. Electric Blue says, why are you not white? Why are you not black? Maybe we can answer the question together. Bill Disman says, I'm guessing Omar was in the army. No, I was in college. Penn State University. And I went over there to do my internship. I did my internship. Yeah, I was there for a couple of months. But really like 6 weeks. Almost a couple of months. Had a great time. So, rode the Eurail while I was over there. My brother was in the Air Force and he was in Germany. So one weekend we rode up to Germany, up in Frankfurt, Frankfurt Air Force Base to see him. That was cool. Went to France, went to Paris. Paris was very underwhelming. But shit, Holland? That's the place to be. Out of the whole, I've been to Europe twice. And Amsterdam is where I should have just went back to, because everywhere else was cool. Like London is cool, but nah, man, this Amsterdam shit is on fire. It was on fire. Yeah, so we were in Amsterdam. No, we weren't in Amsterdam. We were in, it started with an L. It started with an L. Let me see. Started with an L. Let me see. Cities. Okay. Cities in Holland.
Cities/towns/villages frequently mentioned on the web include Amsterdam, Utrecht, Rotterdam, and others.
The Hague. The Hague is where they try. Leiden. Or is it Leiden or Leiden? It's probably Leiden, but it's Leidn. That's where we were. Am I a glutton for punishment?
You have a call from.
Yes, hello? Came back positive for...
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, Leiden. That's where we were. Well, I never even saw the rest of these cities. Okay, cool. Yeah, we just visited the top, I guess you could say the top 5: Amsterdam, Utrecht, Rotterdam, and The Hague. A lot of black people live in Rotterdam, and they're from Suriname down in South America. That's where the majority of black people that live in Holland are from, because it's a province or whatever. So yeah, it was a good look. Had a good time. Frankie says gay. I think any man who spells his name with a lowercase f is probably gay. And you call yourself Frankie, and that's like, like Frank, like a hot dog, or glizzy as the young people call them these days. Daniel Van Den Brand says, light it. Yeah, that's where we were. And I stayed in a frat house. A frat house in Leiden. Boy, that was interesting. It had to be like 30 white boys and me in a frat house. And their frat houses are not like, their frat houses and their fraternities are not like in American, like I was like, wow. That was some crazy shit. So do you like Dutch architecture? And do you know the history? Yeah. Like I said, we were there to study the criminal justice system. So, the prostitution, the drugs, and what else? What else were y'all famous for at that time? Now you gotta remember, this is 1992. This is back in the day. It's 1992. Like everybody knows about Amsterdam now. My man Jason Sloan is in the house. What's good? I remember when you went over there. Before that, you weren't down with the sticky green program. But when you came back, yeah. I didn't know what y'all was like. What is this weed y'all smoking? Like, it's still even though I smoked over there, it still didn't give me the high that I was looking for, because I was still drinking. It wasn't until I smoked weed without any alcohol involved that I was like, oh, so this is what everybody is talking about. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah. Huh? Weed, yes. Yes. Weed, yes. Weed, see? Yes. It's the weed. Oh, man. But yeah. But I tell you one thing. When I smoked weed over there, I finally could like hear what like I never could understand what like Caribbeans were saying, like Jamaicans and shit. So I would listen to reggae and I didn't know what I couldn't make out a word, especially like dance hall music. I could understand it was like the weed slowed it down and translated it into American English. I was like, wow, does everybody knows that he's saying these things? Wow. That shit crazy. That shit cray. Okay. Eric says it's Pride Month. Not on this channel, it ain't. But do your thing. Suriname or the Caribbean, Aruba, Caracal. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know about those. I didn't know those those are where some of the black people that live in Holland. Oh, okay. And I knew Suriname. Them chicks look good too. Look very American to me. I was like, till they started talking, I was like, damn. Look like Tanya from around the way. Dude, clubbing in Amsterdam in the 90s was just bonk. Yes, it was. Do you like Dutch architecture? Okay, the VOC history? I'm not sure if I know about that. The VOC history. Maybe I don't. Or if I know about it under a different name. Den Haag. Yeah, there you go. Den Haag. The High Court. Yeah. That's, I mean, you know, if you remember when Saddam Hussein was executed, allegedly, that's where he was tried. In The Hague. There you go. That's what's up. Shit, I haven't talked about this shit in a long time. Eric says, heck yeah, I'd research drugs and prostitutes too. Man, that shit was off the chain. Jed, man, what's good, man? Good to see you. Kinda. What up, my dude? Jason Sloan says, wait, you smoke weed and then you magically understood patois. Yes. Yes. Yo, I was in the frat house. You know what I mean? High as hell, laying on my cot, because they didn't even give me a whole bed. I was on a cot. I ain't had no blanket or nothing. I had to, you know what I mean? I had to use my coat as a blanket every night. That was a rough ass time I had in that bitch. But at the same time, I had the time of my life. This shit was wild. Shit was wild. But I'm listening to this shit in my headphones. I was like, oh shit. Wow. Who knew? It wasn't the headphones. It wasn't the headphones. VOC is when the Dutch colonized the F. Okay. Now I see where you're going with that. Yeah. So you talking of, okay, yeah. Apartheid and all of that shit. Yeah, they made sure that we didn't see any of that part. Now, that's funny because when we asked about it, they were saying, you know, like, yeah, those are the people. I think they described them as being on the western side of Holland. I believe that's where they identified them, the people who were involved in apartheid coming from. But one thing is for sure, I didn't experience any racism while I was over there. And believe me, I looked. So my dumb ass, instead of taking the low hanging fruit and doing my project on either prostitution or drugs, like, cause heroin, we on the trains and shit. You know what I mean? They on there banging the heroin in they veins and shit, nodding on the trains. You know what I mean? We like, oh shit, you can just do this shit? Yes, you can. This is the VOC. When the Dutch colonized the F out of the world, they took Suriname in the Caribbean and settled for hundreds of years on Paradise, on Paradise, Indonesia. Many parts of Indonesia here. Oh, many part Indonesian here. Okay, and the food outstanding. Okay. Yeah. The only thing I really ate when I was over there was like, I ate a lot of like a lot of halal food, like shawarma and shit like that. Yeah, I kept it kind of basic, chicken and fish. I didn't, yeah. Yeah. VOC was sailing ships in the 15 to 1600s. Okay. So what does VOC stand for? Juice, what it says. Yeah, West Holland, Amsterdam. They sailed ships. A company called VOC went around the Cape of Africa, beat the Portuguese on sea, and settled in Paradise, Indonesia. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, I do know that history. Okay. I do know that history. We about to get on the body here. Oh, matter of fact, we overtime. Yeah, I met some good people while I was over there. I really did. I met a lot of good people while I was over there. Shoot. If we would have had international calling for cheap, I would still be in touch with a lot of people. Because I met this Surinamese chick. Man, she almost making me want to, if nothing else, have another visit. She called me while I was home. Okay. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 4th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them, making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. Go get her. My girl, Ms. Gorell. Happy birthday to you. And also Nina Raw. Happy birthday. And Tim Perry of the NBA. My man, Tim Perry. Happy birthday to you. And Tanisha Smith. And also Christine Davis. Philly Knockout. Aaron Wilson. Sarah Martin. Last but not least, I would like to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious June 4th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, I go hard, go for yours. And remember, Yo, you gotta listen to your good heart inside, and yo, don't let your pride make you act like you ain't broke and sign on the dotted line. It's gonna make you choke, cause now you're starving like Marvin just cause you was trying to get a little bit of ass, so you flash some cash. Yeah, flashing cash is a one story, but you signed on the dotted line for a loan. Now you own a whole responsibility you wasn't looking for. You was just trying to get a little ass from a whore, and now you feel like you on tour and you're not getting paid. Oh, you made the grade. It's like shade. And I'm not trying to diss, but I'm trying to let you know, don't go out like this. There's a lot of other ways that you can take a route. Yo, you got to take the easy and fastest way on out. Because if you stay in too long, yo, you was just trying to work your little twat inside the with your schlong, and it ain't even wrong. It was kind of right, but ain't no pussy worth signing that shit. Alright. So now you're OP and C, and you also own. Hold on, yo. So now you're OP and C, and you're also Wells Fargo. Can't forget the other shit, Citizens Bank. What the fuck is you thinking about your high rank? And I would like to thank your whole tool for going like the wrong place and breaking all the rules. What did you go to school for? So you could be tricked out of all your money from a whore. And I shouldn't say that you're a whore, but like, damn, she ain't paid for the loan. What's up with that, Tone? Yo, what's the use in being grown if you never learned the type of things when you was a kid? You could do better than it. Yo, I'd say this is the kind of rules you need to ban it. Hold on, Simon says Pacers 4-0 versus OKC. I wouldn't, not no 4-0. Nah, they not gonna sweep them. OKC might win. It's gonna be a good series though. That's going to be a good series. This will be a good joint because whoever wins has never won before. Well, technically, the Pacers, I'm sorry, technically OKC is really the Seattle Supersonics, right? So they won a championship before, but they haven't won under this name. Who were the Vancouver Grizzlies originally? The Vancouver Grizzlies. What kind of fuck? Hold on. Okay. All right, forget it. All right. Listen, y'all. I want to thank y'all for coming through, checking out the show or whatever. Appreciate y'all. We will be back tomorrow night with another Daily Go Getimism show, 2 a.m. So we're going to get it popping. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you know how we do. You know how we are. Shout out to each and every last one of y'all. It's either time for you to go to work or go to bed. Go to work or go to bed. Go to work or go to bed. Grizzlies became the Raptors. They were the Toronto Raptors, right? They were the Toronto Raptors, and they became the Grizzlies, right? Right? Right. Right. Right? Yeah. But doesn't Toronto still have a Vancouver now in Memphis? Okay. You said the Grizzlies. All right, man, we out of here. Yo, man, y'all have a good, productive day, night, whatever, because you know the sun will be up in about hardly even an hour. Hardly even an hour. So y'all do y'all thing, man. Peace. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. Peace.